Good day, everyone, and welcome to another political talk. Welcome to Newsology, a political channel that deals with anything politically related. I welcome you to join me as we'll be having this discussion. We know that finally our minister, Enoch Godongwana, the Minister of Finance, our treasurer, has delivered his budget to the parliamentarian. The only thing that now we are looking for is just a debate so that it will be voted. It needs to be processed like that. But now the problem is that opposition parties are all disagreeing with this move of a VAT increase, because what Enoch put to the table was that no, we are not increasing that much. We are just going to put 0.5 this year, then coming the next year we are adding another 0.5. That it means that now we're gonna have a VAT that is 16%, right? So the EFF is saying no, the DA is saying no, the MK party is saying no, so ATM is saying no. So a lot of opposition parties are against this increase, because they say that this will mostly affect the poor and not the rich, right? So we know that this was so unexpected, and when it comes to the DA to not agree with the ANC, in fact it is said that the DA has included some other things on their talks that were not part of the budget that has to do with the country. Things like they want the ANC to revisit their Bella Act and to revisit their Expropriation Act and the NHI. They say that they will need to change those policies. Then they want to have a say on now the final budget outcome, to say this is what you need to do, don't do a VAT increase. So a lot of things are involved. So they are making now these talks that they have with the ANC about the finances of South Africa and about the budget, to include other things which the ANC is not agreeing on, and that is making the DA now to be very not happy.
They're taking it to 16%. As the DA, do you accept the proposal?
As I said on the way into the budget, we would not be voting for it. It's now become clear why we will not be voting for this budget in its current form.
Even John Steenhuisen, he said that he's so frustrated, right? So John Steenhuisen seems very angry about this budget here. Said that the DA will not vote for this budget and they don't support it in any way. So he says that we must lower the cost of living and increase economical growth more efficient. This budget will harm poor South African. There is correct there. I agree with him. We are willing to still keep the door open and discuss. There are some things that we want, which is the Bella Act to be changed, the NHI to be changed, and the expropriation to be changed, which the ANC now is refusing to change those laws, because it says that they have decided that is not the point of argument. So the DA says that will not be voting for this budget speech.
This government truly hates South Africans, because if you look at the increase in the VAT, it is an increase that is there to suffocate most South Africans towards not even being able to live. They cannot increase VAT, yet do nothing to recover wasteful expenditure. And the main reason why they are doing this, it is because they are not directly affected, because the state pays for their food, the state pays for the electricity, the state pays for everything they do. They are proposing this budget on the account of being not affected by what is happening. So we as a party, we are very against this increase in the budget, especially in the VAT, particularly because it will affect the poor more.
Right. So Will Zungula, the ATM leader, said that this government truly hates South Africans. The increase to VAT will suffocate more people. You cannot increase VAT and yet do nothing with some wasteful expenditures. They do this because they are not directly affected. The state pays for their food, electricity, and everything that they do, which I totally agree with that. That is why others, they were just maybe suggesting so that the cabinet be reduced, because there are some wasteful expenditures that are done in support of government officials. So the ATM is saying, no, this will suffocate poor people, because if you increase VAT, it means everything will be going up as an outcome.
This was not unexpected, and they were playing tricks on us. They said 2%, but the real intention was to increase VAT with 0.5 this year and 0.5 next year, which would lead to 16%. They've run out of ideas on how to generate revenue for the state. This is not an instruction to Parliament. In terms of Public Management Finance Act, he's allowed to come and make a proposal according to Section 27 of that Act. And then we must then be allowed through committees to engage on this matter and come back and debate it here and adopt it here. We will not support any form of increase on VAT.
So now the EFF had another nice suggestion to it. It says that the increasing of VAT with 16%, 0.5 this year and 0.5 next year, we will not support it in any form to increase the VAT. We need to protect SRD and infrastructure, and let's tax the rich, right? The corporate tax being increased. Let the rich people who buys buffaloes spending 22 million. Those people must be financed by the state, right? Says that the capacitated SARS in terms of revenues collection about 800 billion that needs to be collected.
Well, thank you. Good afternoon to viewers at home. We have waited for so long to express our views as the official opposition. In our considered view as the MK party, the minister had a number of options to explore, but the option that the minister chose, in our view, is a wrong one. Increasing VAT by any percentage is disastrous. To increase it by 0.5% this year and next year as well, the people who are going to suffer most are black people. These are the people who pay VAT, and we are going to suffer most.
The question really on your statement, what other options did he have in your
Well, there were a number of options. Wealth tax, for example, is very important. There are many tycoons here who should be paying wealth tax.
So the MK party said almost the same thing as what the EFF said. Said the minister had other options like wealth tax, the corporate tax. This is a lot of people who do not pay tax. Look at that. There is no way investors will run away. That is a total lie, says the deputy president of the MK party, Dr. John Hlophe. We will reject this budget. It was a poor budget indeed. So now the problem here lies here. The ANC got 39% in parliament, and to pass this VAT increase, they will need 50 plus 1, which is they will need support from other small political parties and smaller parties. Seems like they won't give the ANC that deciding vote. It now lies with the DA, EFF, MK party and the IFP. The problem now is that all political parties have some things that they want from the ANC, which the ANC is saying no to those things, right? So those things are non-negotiable. So the MK party, this is what they want. They want no VAT increase. Remove Ramaphosa, we talk. The ANC says no. The EFF says give us treasury and remove the DA. We will talk. And the ANC says no ways. Then the DA says remove the Land Expropriation and Bella Act and the NHI. And the ANC says no ways. Now it means now the ANC is in a very, very difficult, for the first time, they are in a very, very difficult situation, because now they have to compromise. Either they agree with the DA and give a DA a say in terms of the budget outcome, or they change some of their acts, their laws that they've given, which the DA feels that they are contrary to them. Or they will say that the DA is part of the GNU, but we are ditching the DA. Yes, they voted with us before, but we are ditching them. We are no longer working together. They are no longer our allies. Then we'll be maybe moving to the MK party because it has that ability alone to give ANC the 50+1, right? That is needed. So the MK party, I don't know about the Cyril Ramaphosa issue and the DA issue that they have, but they will need now to compromise if they want to be now part of the new government, because now this will just separate things, like and this will just result bad, especially either for the DA or the ANC, between the two. So now the MK party is coming strong and it's standing to say that no, this is what we need. Just cater for this, and you and us, we are together. So now the EFF, now the problem is that they only got 9%. Even if they can give all their votes to the ANC, they will still need the support maybe of the IFP or the PA or BOSA just to add to the number, so that it will be 50+1. Because if you take the 40% of the ANC and the 9%, you only have 40, like 49, 50 there. Somewhere there, is it 41, 40, somewhere there. But they will need 50+1. Then this will just be approved and they will work together going forward. So that is what now the dilemma is there in Parliament. But we'll see as time goes, what does the ANC and the EFF, the MK party, the DA and the IFP they decide on. Then that will give us the outcome of the 2025 budget speech. Please don't forget you can support us by subscribing to this channel, and you can leave a comment on the section below. Until we meet on the next video, and I'm out.